Welcome back to Sonic Adventure 2. Believe it or not, the adventure is not quite over yet. As we go to that one special stage everyone remembers, CHAO World.
Because you can't just abandon your kids.
No.
Especially during the summer.
And this is where I will be fulfilling a request made by Shiroi in regards.
You didn't have to.
But
No.
What was that your request to enter and then exit the CHAO world?
Yeah, for 1 hour straight.
Well,
yes.
Yeah, for 1 hour.
Well, according to what Jova said during a previous part, this is all part of a cycle of self-hatred, apparently.
Yeah.
I still have to find the root cause of this.
So this is Sonic's equivalent of Eve Divine Cybermancy. Good to know.
Alright.
The
Alright.
saga of CHAO and Jova's Fair.
I mean, I'm a bit over it now again since, hey, it turns out to still be a bit of fun, but
But Jova, what about the Chaos CHAO?
Huh. Okay.
no.
apparently-
Okay, you know what? Maybe I could go for the Chaos CHAO, but, that might extend this to a few more parts, if only because you would need to sit through the process with me. I mean, the thing about getting a Chaos CHAO is, it's nice when you're just doing it from playing the game regularly.
But I don't even know what you are supposed to do. Like, with the hero and, evil CHAO, I get it. It's very simple, straightforward. I just don't know what you're supposed to do for the Chaos CHAO.
Okay, the deal with the Chaos CHAO is first, your CHAO must reincarnate at least twice, your CHAO must have over 50 happiness. Also, nice that Rascal showing us his symbol skills. Good there, little buddy. Also, your CHAO must be balanced as well, too.
Obviously. Or you can just pick up the fan-made app CHAO editor, and you can just edit everything according to what you need, and there you go. Problem solved.
So as
Pedro, we're trying to be not George Wood here.
Yeah, look. Mods aside, I am playing this as legit as possible, essentially. So yes, as you can see, one thing you need to do is raise a CHAO solely with the heroes by feeding or raising them until you notice that its little icon turns blue, essentially. And then you wait, and wait,
And wait.
and wait. Okay, so you can tell Yuji Naka definitely worked on this game because if there's one thing he kept over for Balan Wonderworld, it's the fact that time for the CHAOs only pass when you're in the CHAO Garden.
Wow.
And how long does it typically take for your child to evolve? By average 3 hours.
So, did you go for a walk?
Yeah, you might as well leave the game open and watch a copy of World of the Rings in the meantime.
Right, so here's the deal. Normally, I was considering, okay, maybe I'll just leave the thing recording to show the actual evolving process. Not so simple. The CHAO move, essentially, so even if I left the recording going, there's a chance that the CHAO might evolve off-screen.
Camera. Yeah.
Also, Pedro, if you're worried about Jova's therapy, having pets is somewhat good for your mental health.
It's legally called
but
pet
Jova,
therapy.
but you see, Shiro, Jova just told me that I'm over it now. So apparently self-hatred.
That's because he's petting all these CHAO.
So
Yeah.
overcoming self-hatred can be easily achieved by just petting things. Okay, I guess psychology school lied to me.
The reason I was hesitant about going for unlocking the hero in Dark CHAO Gardens is that raising a hero in Dark CHAO can take some time, y'all. I mean, thankfully it doesn't always focus on the raising as much. Yes, Sonic, I know the feeling. But, again, like I said, on average, 3 hours.
It's a good thing that Sonic doesn't just decide to leave the screen if you leave him idle too long.
It's funny because one of his idle lines for Metal Harbor is, "I'm outta here!" in a reference to Sonic CD.
Because, looking at the timing like that, it was actually one of the idle animation of the original, if I recall correctly.
Nice reference.
Ow.
What I had asked initially was if Jova had actually already included them in this LP, and he said no. I didn't expect him to actually go and do this.
It sure sounded like a request.
I sure appreciate the free serotonin.
Okay, so I guess we have a new trouble communicating. Okay, so
Pedro
I already knew I had that.
Pedro
Jova,
wants to put his
would you-
therapist degree to work, Shiroi.
Jova, can you please tell both me and Shiroi what exactly are the problems with the communication in this relationship?
Well, you see, Doctor.
Go and talk to him.
Well, it seems that
Really,
Uncle
like-
Dwibs decided to interject.
If anything, I'm reminded of that Looney Tunes cartoon about the small elephant that makes the psychiatrist switch place with his patient.
Yep,
That'll be something.
that's one of Chuck Jones' masterpieces.
Chuck Jones really did know how to just come up with any scenario, didn't he?
Well, he's the most famous of the Looney Tunes directors for a reason. I mean, people to this day still, even in Looney Tunes cartoons, they went back to Bob Clampett's Daffy Duck rather than Chuck Jones' Daffy Duck, but Bugs was preserved as the Chuck Jones version because that's the one people like the most. So. But I actually do appreciate that they brought Daffy Duck back to his pre Bugs Bunny days.
Also, with this angle, you get to see the fact that Sonic's arms are not connected to the glove.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Rayman. Onto it.
Yeah, like a lot of Looney Tunes purists will tell you that one of the issues with late era Daffy Duck is that he's no longer Daffy. He basically stopped, the name stopped being relevant.
Admittedly, yeah, Daffy's coming was that he was made to be like the tune constantly in Bugs Bunny's shadow. And here we are. I accidentally raised 2 Hero Chow though, since the orange one also turned into a Hero Chow, but
Sounds like the title of an MTV show. Oops, I raised accidentally 2 Hero Chows instead of 1.
But
let me-
yes, look at them.
Sorry.
It's in its purest form. White and with a bright blue halo.
Well, let me just quickly correct you, Joe. Remember, Daffy Duck was actually invented before Bugs Bunny, and it was only when Bugs Bunny got created.
I was
and
talking
became more
about the
popular
later-
that they made Daffy into.
That's why I said the later era of Daffy Duck was turned into
Okay,
the tune.
sorry, I misheard. Sorry.
Oh, it's Dead Chow playing the...
Yeah, it's symbols. Yeah.
Yeah, he
when you
learned
get
that at
toys and other
school.
Stuff, when you get toys and lessons for your child, they will do the thing on the field, basically.
There is, believe it or not, so much more I could be showing, and yes, that is in spite of me cutting this down to like an hour of highlights, essentially. Like, I wasn't kidding when I said the essential endgame to completion of this is the Chow Garden, and you will probably be spending the majority of your time there. Like, believe it or not, the toughest challenge is not A-ranking Cannon's Core. No, it's actually having a Chow whose stacks are maxed up enough to ace both the Chow Race and Chow Kindergarten. But yes, as you can
Also,
see,
what was
there's
the
a
door
new...
up above?
That's the Hero Chow Garden.
Oh, okay.
You see, the way you unlock Hero and Dark Gardens is by cultivating a Heroic Chow and a Dark Chow,
I
respectively.
thought they would just, change the pre-existing one.
Nope. Basically, the idea is to unlock all 3 so that you have essentially the most room to store
What's this?
stuff.
Yeah, can I talk about the doctor for a moment? He always before he starts giving his diagnosis, he always says one of 5 or so random lines, and one of them could be something like, "Oh my God, what is this?" And then he has to go, "Oh, okay. This child is very healthy. Please take good care of your child." Oh, okay then.
What the hell was that creepy smile?
I was gonna say, like, I do not want to have a doctor who smiles like that.
Yeah.
He was the best the Chow Garden could get.
What, the Danny Williams' brother's dad?
But the back alley doctor.
For a kindergarten, no less.
Oh, you can...
Harry Williams.
Golden Chows?
Yep.
So Shirei,
And we can do it to the
would you-
beat.
would you prefer Peter Griffin's doctor? I don't know if you're familiar with that scene where he was like, "Mr. Griffin."
No, I would not like Dr. Hartman
Mr.
either.
Griffin, this is not good. This is not good at all. Look at this drawing my son made. It just doesn't look good at all. I mean,
Yes, the full theme is just as trippy as the start of a song would suggest.
Well, it seems to be doing something similar to Jet Set Radio about incorporating other people's movies.
Let me actually go back and see
upgraded.
who made this track again, because I forgot.
Anyway,
Also,
welcome to the Hero Garden.
Seeing some Marble Zone inspiration here, Marble Garden Zone inspiration here.
This is essentially heaven, complete with the bells ringing in the background, a serene serotonin musical guidance with appearance, and with delectable
Yeah.
fruit.
Don't worry, buddy.
Okay, the CHAO race theme was done by Otani.
I will say, while the story campaigns are relatively short, this game is absolutely jam-packed with stuff. And believe it or not, Sonic Adventure 2 was remarkable because it was one of the first games to have DLC. Believe it or not, some CHAOs are obtained via DLC. Like some of the character
Huh, I did not
CHAOs.
know that.
Specifically in the Dreamcast version. Because both Adventure 1 and Adventure 2 had... Because remember, the Dreamcast was technically the first console to have DLC. It was not the same kind of DLC we think of nowadays. It
Do
was
you
more
get
like,
one by connecting Sonic Battle on the GBA?
Yes. You mean Sonic... I mean the Sonic Advance games, you mean?
Well, I guess that too, but the one that is basically the fighting game, I mean...
Oh, that, no. I don't think... Sonic Battle doesn't connect to Adventure 2 Battle. I don't think
Okay.
so.
Also,
It doesn't even have a
You
tiny
can
Chao
swap
Garden,
between the
so-
Game Boy CHAO Gardens, though.
It's more of a case of usually, bonus as a whole, just the fact that it existed.
Also, fun fact, in the original Dreamcast version, Tails could drown in the pool there.
Wait, seriously? It was too tall for him?
Yes, in the original Dreamcast version, Tails without the mech was short enough to drown in the pool.
Oh my god!
It wouldn't matter because you just respawn anyway.
He can't die anyway, we know this.
The beautiful, yeah, so they changed that for battle, and by extension this version. But yeah, no, if you look it up on YouTube, yes, Tails can drown in what is supposed to be heaven.
In literally a kiddie pool.
Ah, poor child.
That was like a pipe.
Yeah, question about the CHAO swap thing. Did it work for Sonic Pinball Party, since that actually also had the same kind of CHAO Garden as the advanced games?
I'm not aware on that front, Pedro.
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
Sonic Pinball Party, did that have compatibility with the CHAO Gardens? Because it had the same kind of CHAO Garden as Advanced 1 and 2.
Oh, in that case, it did, yes. Only the ones that have Tiny Chao Garden, where in Battle didn't have a Tiny Chao Garden.
Also, yes, it is possible to pet two Chow at the same time.
Multi-track petting.
Yes.
Because of his big hands.
Yes, so take a tip, anyone who's trying to speedrun the Chow Garden of all things. Right, yeah, let's work on getting that Dark Chow.
One of the Japanese voice lines left over.
One of so many, like, I'll admit as a kid. I mean, don't get me wrong, as a kid, some of these lines sound cool. As a teenager, they can sound cool, but it is weird how the characters are speaking random Japanese. It is so refreshing to actually know why. Thanks, Uchinaka. Like, it's a mixed blessing. On the one hand, yeah, they sound cool, but on the other hand, I can imagine how annoyed the voice actors were, especially with Ryan Drummond pretty much stating that he pretty much...
Pick on the matter for the final thought, so it's not the place now.
You know, the Japanese stuff, but yeah. Let's feed some more of the babies here. That one over there is eating quite well.
It looks even angry in its expression.
They move so stupid.
It's like that rant about the Mola Mola fish. These creatures are basically like a waste of organic material when you really get down to it.
Sopping wet cat.
It's just that you need to be careful about them because otherwise they turn into a Lich abomination.
Goodness
I believe it.
gracious, what are they, gremlins?
I mean, I guess to an extent I can see the influence.
Considering chaos spawned from them,
Oh, what was that jingle?
what was that?
Oh yes, that is the sign
Oh.
of a Chow evolving there. Actually got it on camera.
Do you
Oh,
show one dying at all?
Gets inside a cocoon and everything. I remember Shiri, apparently from the battle, version onward, they cannot die anymore.
Oh, they can still die. They can still die, it's just that you can't physically kill them in this version, unlike in the Dreamcast version.
Like, you can, we showed it in one of the early parts, you can set them free in a faraway forest.
Okay,
right.
okay. So the Chow can die in this version, but instead of being able to, like, attack them enough to the point of them dying, you just have to neglect them enough to the point where they die from depression, sadness, and
Oh,
absolute
literally
neglect.
Tamagotchi stuff. Okay.
Okay, I found it.
Triangular
the
fruit,
choc-
since Jesus loves that.
Yes, Pedro.
See, in the official soundtrack, they instead of having the individual CHAO tracks, they instead mixed a good amount of them in a single track. Like, for example, there's the CHAO Race Extended Mix track from the official soundtrack is actually a total of 5 CHAO tracks. One of them being
Yeah.
CHAO Transporter, and CHAO Transporter is composed by Tomoyo Otani.
I never got why they put them all on one track.
I don't get it either. I guess they figured because actually no, technically no, all of them are at the very least a minute and a half long, so they are worthy enough to have their own spot on the track list.
I love how in the same game that has dark elements like child murder, government sabotage, and everything, we still do get this nice kiddie stuff with the Chow Kindergarten.
Feels so disconnected.
It all flows in a sense, because
Also, Shadow, your nose.
it's blending in. It's funny you mention that too, because remember also, in Sonic Adventure 1, we saw plenty of Chow get murdered, essentially, which,
Is this?
yeah, that made
this
the
Chow-
Chaos
is this-
What you were
angry.
saying, Jova, Station Square was totally evacuated.
Is that movement Shadow was doing just then? Was he having a flashback to Maria?
Probably.
Wasn't saying it awkwardly this time, though.
In the meantime, the track we're hearing right now, Hero Garden, was composed by Fumiko Matani. I miss Fumiko Matani.
Well, again, the reason why you were searching, what about the one that was in the main, the antechamber zone, the one that connects, like, the kindergarten, the one,
That's the one I just said, CHAO Transporter.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Ungrateful little crap.
To be fair, how can the Chow even, open up a watermelon?
Fine, will a mushroom be good enough for you?
But I thought this franchise did not like mushroom. They're the tool of the enemy of Mario.
By the
That's
time
why the
game
Chow
came
threw
out,
it away.
The competition was over.
It's
Not
ironic.
to mention, we had Mushroom Hill in Sonic and Knuckles. So.
Also, you
Okay, boy,
came
I'm starting to agree with Jova. This little shit doesn't like anything.
Okay. When a Chow doesn't want to eat, that means he's not hungry.
No. Well, remember, some Chow like specific foods as well, too.
And he's changing color.
That's
That's
because
what
the
happens
dark
when you
Chow-
pet them with specific
well-
characters.
When you pet them with a dark character, they get dark.
Hey, I didn't mean to pet you two over there to the left.
That's some great collision detection.
Great, now they'll both be evil.
Oh well.
Boy, he is really enjoying his tan there.
There you go. Somehow Shadow can. Man, he really is the ultimate life form. He can pet 2 Chow with one hand.
He's so cool.
I'm the coolest.
So cool
guess
that the
so.
Dark Chow takes on his colors of black and red. making sure he is good over to the Dark Alignment, so we can eventually begin the raising.
Also, Shadow, the heart is literally jamming into your eyes.
It hurts, but not as much as it hurt losing Maria.
Of course.
Let him be broody.
Stop humping the trees, more Shadow.
It's
The
how
camera angle is unfortunate.
it's what we do for our children, okay? We hump trees to get them their fruits. When they're not busy nearly drowning in the pool.
Wow, Sonic really is pro-nature, huh? Even to the extreme.
Yes. He commits to the bit. Yeah, just showing you can take fruit in between different
From one
gardens.
place to another.
Well, if the kids won't eat it, I will.
Yeah.
Well, at least someone appreciates it.
There you go, Rascal. Eat up.
Why can't you be more like Rascal?
Be the CHAO rascal, you know,
Oh.
supposed to be.
Oh, I see, Shiro. So when you're being a child parent, you take the same approach as Beats parents. Why can't you be more like Ryan?
Yeah, just comparing them to all the other kids.
Look, just
Because that's totally the healthy thing to do.
Look,
Especially those parents that exploit stuff like autism. I'm a good parent.
Look.
Jesus.
Just because one of your brothers is Jesus and another is Satan doesn't mean we appreciate them more, even though they're more notable.
Hey, wanna see a fox drown in the kiddie pool?
I mean, to be fair, there would be something that Shadow would invite someone to see for fun.
Part of me kind of wishes they had kept the kiddie pool that high, just so I could replicate that.
Is that a bell?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
again, Shuri, because we're in heaven, essentially, the church bells do ring in a better tomorrow here.
This would be Shadow as a child parent. Like, I suggest you take that smile off your face, young man. Drinking, going around swearing isn't funny. Using guns isn't funny. And blowing up cars and places certainly isn't funny. Which is why I want to apologize to you for everything I've done last night.
You know, it's
My birthday only comes once a year. So.
Yes, I mean, fitting that we're doing this commentary this year since it is the Year of Shadow after all. And even better, and thanks to the timing of this recording, we're also doing this playthrough for yet another anniversary of Sonic's in this fine month of June.
Yes.
It's funny you mentioned him telling him to wipe off the smile, since ironically it's the Dark CHAO on the cover that has the sadistic fanged smile and everything.
Can I ask something?
Yes.
Since we talked about how Yuji Naka was really controlling of the English voice acting in this game, in spite of him not knowing any English, and I'm assuming it was probably like that for Heroes. In the brief time that the 4Kids cast were doing the games while Yuji Naka was still there, was he that controlling of them as well?
We don't know, but Lanny Manella does suggest that the reason they eventually got replaced after Heroes was because he saw her as too difficult.
Yeah, nobody dares to question Yuji Naka. I
think the official reason given, at least from Naka's well, I don't know, was, well, we wanted to be consistent across all media.
When it comes
That's the PR response, it sounds like.
When you took a look at the credits for Shadow, it says English voice acting production by 4Kids Entertainment. So I'm willing to assume that 4Kids probably didn't take Naka's crap and said, well, we have our own voice director.
Pretty
We'll handle
much.
things, thank you.
Yeah. I presume with 4 kids, they had enough clout to basically go, look, this is how we do it. Like, we'll take your scripts, but we're a big company. We'll handle the voice direction ourselves. I still love the absolute irony that the game that 4 Kids actors debuted in was the game that had them swearing up a storm, given how 4 Kids typically try to go for a, shall we say, sanitized script.
It's also worth noting that because of, a lot of voice actors and directors tend to be actually IRL friends, or, maybe, read the company and everything, they tend to actually potentially preserve blooper reels where they sometimes for funsies they just fuck around in character.
And then there was the uncut dubs of Yu-Gi-Oh! That they released, which, hey, good on them.
That was an official project.
Yeah,
Job. I'm
that was-
talking
those-
more
Yeah,
about
unfortunately, well, how they turned out aside,
Okay, fair point, though, to Tio saying he was talking more so about the bloopers.
like some time ago, something happened, if I recall correctly, with the Dragon Ball Funimation cast.
It's funny you mentioned that, Jova, because literally a couple of days ago, I read that apparently there was 2 recordings for a lot of lines for Shadow the Hedgehog. Some where Jason had to say fuck in every line.
Yes,
maybe.
apparently instead of
So-
damn Chaos Emerald, it was supposed to be, where's
Where's
that?
the damn,
fucking-
that fucking fourth chaos?
Oh,
you
Full
fooled
Chaos
me.
Emerald.
well,
It was
Yeah,
originally
was he-
supposed to have an M rating according
was
to
he-
the interview.
was he
Like-
swearing at Sonic as well?
well,
I
Yeah,
don't
what
know.
the fuck are you talking about?
I know Sonic said damn at one point in the actual game that
like,
he had
whole,
actually done anything more severe than
I just want to imagine a series going from being rated E for everyone, and yes, I know Sonic Adventure 2 was very risque with some of the stuff it got away with, but nonetheless, to go from a series of E-ranked games to flipping M, I think the only other series I know of that happening is Conquer. Yes, folks,
The
believe it or not,
only-
Conquer used to actually be a series for kids before Conquer's Bad Fur Day.
The only, well, not going for M rating, but I can give an example with one quote. I'm gonna kill Praxis!
A gun? I wouldn't be caught dead with one of those fucks.
Oh god, like, I'll admit, part of me does kind of want to see that full M-rated script of Shadow and just...
I wonder if they had some of the younger characters swear as well. Like, could you imagine, like,
Hashtag make Tails swear.
the bits
Yes.
where, like, could you imagine the bits where Charmy accompanies you,
Or
like,
Cream swearing.
when he's
Cream.
singing his song? Could you imagine him swearing in place of some of the actual bits that you see?
And lo and
Oh,
behold,
you
we
can
now...
tell it's turning evil because he has evil eyes now and apparently a spiky pom-pom.
So
Sonic
first,
says shit a lot in Japanese, so...
yeah, the funny thing is that over in Japan, they're apparently a lot more okay with swears in kids' media.
It really depends also if it's done in English it counts basically because it's a foreign language and as a result it sounds more exotic.
Well, it's like they apparently say the S word, F word, and whatnot in Japanese. Okay, maybe not so much the F word, but definitely at least, you know, damn, hell.
To give, okay, I don't know, this is technically not M-rated, but still intended for, technically speaking, a more, slightly more adult, viewership than, the average Sonic game would be. But I can tell you that here in my country, we know for a fact that one German dub of one Simpsons episode, which involves the chef character of the tavern, near the sea, speaks in Italian, one or two phrases in Italian, and one of them does contain religious profanity that would be considered here in my country on the same part of Alicia's lure.
Speaking,
So, to give you context.
Speaking of getting religious, we went to heaven. Welcome to hell.
To hell with you.
Holy shit.
With Red Sea and everything.
It even has a pool of blood.
Yes. They did not shy away from the imagery.
What's the rating of
Oh,
this game
of all the-
again?
E.
I thought they were gonna have. I thought they were gonna have the main theme of the CHAO God, but in a different, more evil tone.
Well, it's kind of like what's going on to a sense.
So like in
Just
the
that. Also, I guess we can just say, oh no, it's just like tomato juice or something.
Bible, we take our little Lucifer from heaven down to hell, where he may rule
Although,
over.
considering the mountain in the
Where
background,
he would collect little ducks and be depressed for months.
considering the mountain in the background, it seems to be resembling more the Oni Island of the story, the fairy tale of Momotaro.
Which, if I recall correctly, Onis are considered often demons from hell in Japanese
True,
mythology.
it's just that you have to remember, Jova, that you know the different beliefs that Japan had over its course of history had very different ways of imagining afterlife as you know, monotheistic religions.
This is my favorite Chow God in this game.
Like the mere existence of yokai makes things a bit more murky, because they would be considered demons to some, angels to others, a bit like the Cenobite of Hellraiser, you know.
I wonder, Shuri, is it your favorite because of the lake?
Why that specifically? I like the whole thing, but why that specifically?
I mean, you know why everyone remembers that lake, because, holy
I
cow.
think the Red Lake
drowning.
is cool, but...
Yeah, we can make tails drown in blood. That's hardcore as
Yes,
hell.
you can literally make tails drown in
Oh,
blood.
it's a creepypasta.
Oh, you made a
Move
creepy
over,
bastard.
Sonic.exe.
I don't know if Tails
Also,
can...
that fruit definitely looks healthy.
Of course.
Yep. I mean, what child wouldn't love to grow up here?
This
not-
particular track was composed by Kenichi Tokoi.
Speaking of games that have, like, apparently very inappropriate things in it despite the rating, in one of the victory emotes for Splatoon 3, one section of it apparently contains a gesture that means up yours in several European countries.
The one that normally will symbolize strength. Yeah, so it's like that's a common thing
Yeah.
in Japan. Here. Even for example, Rufy in One Piece actually has one of his trademark. But yes, in my country, that one is actually literally called the umbrella gesture, because the position makes it simulate like you're actually attaching the umbrella to your arm. And yes, it's considered to basically say up yours.
Was it? Who composed this theme again? Was it Sonoe?
Kenichi Tokoi.
Ah,
It was a team. I think Sonoe was like the main music director, but there were definitely...
Yes.
It was definitely a team effort.
Jun, being a sound director, he composed most of the global tracks, but when it comes to shower-related stuff, he didn't do anything.
Oh!
He gave it to Matani, Tokoi, and Otani.
Oh, look
And
at
who you might
that!
be.
Look at that! It seems that the little evolution egg hatched to another angel
What the
child.
fuck?
What?
Sonic!
And it is. Sonic is now an abusive parent.
Sorry. That was legit just my jump mechanic there.
Sorry, you're not in a dorkly parody. You need to stop doing
fact-
this.
Sorry, my hand slipped.
It being accidental
Sonic
doesn't
goes
make it better.
berserk.
No, look, I can just pet my little Jesus here and he'll be fine.
Ah, of course. You know, I'm gonna hit you, but then I'm gonna pet you again, and then that'll make it better.
In fact,
You hit the one with cat ears?
Oh no.
the one with the halo there.
Oh no.
Joe, are you sure you're not doing this on purpose?
You might want to run.
Oh, look at that! Another
Gotta go
evolution
fast,
going
motherfucker.
on there. Let's
Wait,
see which-
are you evolving too? Or are you dying?
It's it's Teo's favorite one, the one with the slasher smile. Let's see what he becomes.
No, the one was green.
Yes,
wasn't
yes. The green
it? Oh,
one is in
I thought this
there.
guy was blue.
And
Oh, there he is.
They're
Oh,
all
he-
cats.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh, what?
I
What happened
guess,
there?
all right, I guess we have a new development here. Shiro, I'm noticing some negative thoughts towards Jova here. Would you like to elucidate?
He hit the cat chow?
Hmm,
I don't think
very
it gets
well.
any simpler than that.
He hit the cat shot.
Oh, God.
So just to know, what does the the spiral symbol supposed to mean?
that usually means that they're either bored, tired, or they're feeling agitated for some reason.
Okay.
What's going through your head, little psycho? Well, he doesn't seem to be hungry. Well,
So we went. Oh, really, Jova?
Really.
hey, look, I gotta deposit the egg somewhere. And hey, maybe he'll like it.
Evil garden.
And hey, look, maybe he'll like it better here.
I'm not entirely sure this is a good raising.
Hey, now, you can actually get some chow with very good strong stats regardless of the garden, so it shows that some chow don't mind the feeling of hell and oblivion
Why are you
here.
having the chow swimming blood?
Don't ask
Don't
me,
worry,
I'm...
Tails. Just take a dip. You'll see for yourself.
Also, don't
It's
ask...
okay. It's
Remember, kids, when you enter in a place with water that's higher than your head, that's no good.
And then Tails, obviously survives because he revives, but he's like, Sonic, you asshole! I drowned!
Also,
look. It's just red milk.
love how it was
Okay.
Right.
I love how you guys instantly twigged without even me saying the character's name that I was going
It's
for
strawberry
Tails.
milk, like in Cookie Clicker, sure.
alright, let's take the red chow egg up to heaven.
If you don't stumble through the stairs.
I'm not a
Hey,
stairs person
Sonic,
either. It's
wait!
okay.
That's
You were
my
gonna
egg!
fall again.
I swear, like, those rainbow stairs remind me right of Motor Tune Grand Prix with how they're rendered.
How specific.
Yeah. It's very PlayStation-esque, but in a good way.
You stole my egg!
No, I didn't. I got it from the black market.
Wait a minute, wait.
It
the
kinda
black
reminds
market-
me-
Wait, so the black market got the egg from me, and then they sold it to you. Sonic, you're handling stolen goods! That's a crime, you prick!
Oh, it can't
It
be a
kinda
crime. It
reminds
was a
me-
black market at a kindergarten. They wouldn't do anything illegal there.
In one of Siva Gunner's fusion collab projects, as in, one track gets done in the style of another, and then, it segues into the one that took over and, keeps going on and on and on.
Sonic, if my
about-
duty wasn't to guard the Master Emerald, I would bash you on the head with it!
Yes, dear.
The one the Chow merchant from the black market replaces moneybags in the last hub of Spyro 3 and tries to sell an egg to Spyro. And Spyro literally has the option, are you sure this is legal?
Beautiful.
Guess who takes the place of the Chow in the black market, Shiroi?
Who?
Tem.
You know what? That
And the
absolutely
theme of the
makes
Chow
sense.
actually has to do the Tem shopkeep theme.
Oh my god.
You know, why am I not surprised that he covered the black market chow garden in his merchants compilation?
Not to mention, well, yeah, the official Sonic account also retweeted that, if I recall correctly.
Nice. Reminds me
Or
of that.
comment on the video.
Reminds me of that caramel dancing compilation that they made as well, which also included Sonic and Tails along with Phoenix and Maya.
Oh, that's one of the more old one.
Because red is the best color, we gotta ensure that he turns out on the side of good.
No, it's blue. That's why the main point of the chow is blue.
That's a good argument, Shiroi, but if that were the case, would a red chow be able to become as heroic as this one is becoming?
I mean, our title character is blue and is helping the chow.
But he does wear red as well. Blue, red, and white.
Well, remember, Bill Clinton was one of the primary inspirations. So.
God, yeah, it isn't.
Funny, I don't recall Sonic getting involved in any extramarital affairs.
Sonic's not a one-gal type of dude, but no. What they took inspiration from Clinton when making Sonic was his snarky and can-do attitude. Since, before the cheating, that's what Bill was known for, being cool like that.
So, we've been to heaven and hell, what's next?
Well, let's see. Well, first things first, I do want to eventually move around some of them, but then maybe we'll take our kids to the games. But for now, let's just see how they're doing here and there. And then I want to figure out what's up with little Psycho and his evolution.
I'm sure he's fine.
Is that actually his name?
No, but I'm inspired by how Tio regards him as the psychopath.
It's the smile,
The smile and don't care attitude. Also, I love how the first Chow that was born in this Chow garden was also born with the psycho smile.
God forbid a demon be happy.
Speaking of which, hey Lucifer, how's it going? Enjoying hell?
Scratching his ass.
He seems to be handling the whole going from heaven to hell thing relatively well. Good for him. Maybe he likes it here.
I do like that they have like these evil little smiles, but then they look so happy when you give them head pats.
Yes, it shows that...
They're just like me.
Huh. Okay, that's an interesting thing to know. Note to self, if I ever make sure I'm mad, give her head pats.
So Shiroi
No,
is
only one person gets to give me head pats.
Yeah. So Shiroi is a Shao raised by Alice.
No, Shuri is a cat Chow raised by Alice.
True. Yeah, a cat Shao.
That's why you need to like stop kicking my siblings around.
Alright, my little child, wake up in the water. It's like a bat.
I mean, water births are a thing.
And here you go. Sonic is the kind of parent who his way of teaching his children how to swim is to just throw them into the pool.
Like,
Go
literally
ahead.
at birth.
See how it works out.
There you go. There you go. Figure it out, dipshit.
Hey, look. I didn't complain when my parents did it to me. I just grew up with a future and forever resentment of everything water.
This area
Sonic,
is very
you're a
spiral.
terrible hedgehog. You should know how to
Version
swim.
blocks are playing XCOM 2.
Exactly.
I really do have to wonder. Well, again,
Sonic, stop rubbing your face in the egg. It's weird.
I guess the idea was, again, going through that dichotomy of good and evil, because holy cow, they really do go night and day with these Chow Gardens.
Very chill here.
Buddy.
I know, right?
Don't worry, buddy.
3 Chow at the same time!
Don't worry, buddy.
The Chow raising meta is real, folks.
Don't worry, buddy.
And just to show that even good can sprout from evil, let us show residents of hell becoming fully fledged good citizens of the law.
Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry, buddy.
Now soon you'll be as cool and blue as me.
Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry, buddy.
Oh god, everyone is flocking to me.
Don't worry, buddy.
Really popular.
Maybe the true Sonic Adventure 2 was the chows we raised along the way.
Like, holy cow, I kinda do get why one of the things that people associate automatically with adventure is the Chow Garden, given all the different mechanics and whatnot involving these things.
Considering how much time it sucks away, I kinda get it.
Now, yeah.
Something like I said towards the beginning, considering how the game is relatively short, unless you wanna do the you know, side objective of each of a level, like, you really need to be either dedicated that much into this, or like me, you're probably not gonna give a shit.
And keep in mind, there is grinding involved in getting a Chow with perfect stats for the actual Chow games, which are part of the achievements needed to platinum this game.
Well, 100% completion, Jova. This is one of the games that on PlayStation doesn't have a platinum.
Sorry, well, whatever the Steam equivalent is, essentially, you know, like getting
It's just
all the
100%.
achievements.
PlayStation is the only, major platform that has the equivalent of basically a platinum that symbolizes that you've got everything. It's more, bragging rights than anything.
Yeah, when Xbox came up with the concept, it was more about gamer score, because the idea is that each achievement would then be worth a certain number of points, and it will count towards your total gamer score of how many achievements you've got. Again, PlayStation trophies also have that too. They also have a score tally.
They give a level of a player.
Aw, what's wrong, Lucifer? You're not liking it in hell?
Fun fact, the platinum for Marvel Spider-Man 2 was my 100th platinum.
PSN Profiles tends to, keep track of that.
One thing to also
I
keep
still
in
understand what's going on.
As you may have noticed, CHAO World comes with its own emblems done by, well, fulfilling certain challenges with the CHAO. And since you need, if I recall, I think you need every emblem to unlock Green Hill Zone, so,
Yes.
Now, thankfully,
for 100% in the game.
Now, thankfully, if I recall correctly, all you need to do is, max out the stats of one CHAO, and you can pretty much use that one CHAO to ace everything, so it's not like you have to raise an entire family, I think, or granted, it might be that you do need to raise some CHAOs for some things, at least I know I did.
Yeah, it's recommended that you don't just have one CHAO for everything, because the thing about CHAO is that when they're born, they're better at certain things than others.
It is possible to raise all their stats simultaneously using certain creatures and the CHAO fruit, I believe, but then again, you're going to be there for a long time if you resort to just those.
The problem is that if you're really committed to that, you're going to have to spend here a shit ton of hours. So it's much more efficient if you try to, delegate tasks.
So yes, there is also strategy to raising the CHAO to get those emblems. And again, now while there are a few things I would have changed, I again do have to give them credit to just how much they packed into this game. Keep in mind, we haven't even gotten to stuff like the two-player stuff or even the go-karting. Yes, there's go-karting in this game.
I mean, isn't it for the two-player mode, though, Jova?
There's a single-player campaign for karting as well.
Oh. I thought you did say at the beginning it was worth a serve tour, two-player.
It is possible for just one player to play that with the computers, yes. But yeah, no, the thing with CHAOs is that it's possible, however, do expect to grind a bit on chaos drives or certain creatures. The trick is anything gun-related that's gonna have chaos drives, since, Gun were working with Professor Gerald and all that, and he created chaos drives. Anything of Eggman's robots will release the creatures, like in the classics. Okay, will you have the watermelon?
I want the
CHAO
watermelon.
hate watermelon.
He threw it away with a smile on his face.
Don't worry, buddy.
You people have no taste.
Like, seriously. Even the delectable hero child rejects it. Alright. Let's do some CHAO karate.
Oh, Chow, what the fuck are you doing there?
He's your guide in this underground tournament.
Bro thinks he's
Charles-
part of the team.
He's trying to do a jump scare. Hi, I'm a CHAO.
Punked him.
Yeah, you can throw that one.
I can't.
Let's
I
see.
can't really do it now with CHAO voice, to be honest with you.
Depends on which one you want to do.
We're doing SA2, so should try for that. Will you please hurry up and choose a CHAO already? My batteries are running dry.
Oh no!
Is that-
What
is-
is?
Is that supposed to be Omo CHAO?
Yes.
It's over CHAO. It's over CHAO with a really low.
I guess.
I'm just mulling through
I
my head.
didn't say I get it. I didn't say I get it exact.
Okay, hold on. Let me hold on. Okay. So we're doing what? Oh,
Chao Karate.
no, I know that, but which I was asking what level we would do.
Well, yeah, I'll just be showing off a glimpse at beginner, essentially.
Sure.
Alright, Jesus, do me proud against Chowski.
Ready? Go! Go!
Any time. Oh, there you go.
God damn it, just go!
They're going at it, alright. Come on, Jesus, don't let Chowski show you who's boss. Show him who's the real god of the ring here.
Chowski.
What about handling the other cheek, Jova?
Yes, whenever the bar runs down, mash A to get their confidence back up. Come on, get him while he's down!
Why are you falling asleep?
Yeah, this is the thing about Shao Karate. Unless your Shao have really high stats, usually the fights are super slow because the Shao will just stay there doing nothing for like seconds at a time.
There we
There
go.
you go.
If I recall correctly, Chao Chaos are absolutely out for blood in this match. Well, I mean in this mode. Because Chao Chaos do not give a crap.
They clearly should not be competing in the same class.
Alright, take out Shaolin. Heh,
That's kind of cute.
yes. It's good seeing the children knock each other out. It's part of growing up.
They form good antibodies with this.
Hey. Chaos can't get mad if his kids are killing each other instead of us killing them.
This is not playtime. Punch each other.
Come
Thank
on,
you.
this is
Almost
supposed
how
to be
is it?
karate.
Almost Chow in the fucking background is the one more
Uh-huh,
excited in the whole thing.
Well, I just discovered another problem. Shiro incites children to beat each other up.
And this is also part
This
of
is
why
very concerning.
this is part of why we're just going to be taking a quick look at Chao Karate because yeah, I don't have a maxed out one to speed these battles up. They are cute, but they can get old if they move this slowly.
All the chance doing is just running back and forth to try and make sure something bad is happening.
Come on, Jesus! Oh wait, never mind. You're in the you got more health. Well done. I have to wonder what Sonic Team were thinking. Well, granted, I forget if Chao Karate was a thing as early as the first adventure game.
No. Oh, and these. Okay. Chao Karate was added into the battle version, specifically the GameCube version.
Right. It's just that I know that Chao Gardens were a thing in Sonic Adventure 1, not nearly
Yes.
as fleshed out. And I'll admit, Yes?
The Shao Garden stuff in Adventure 1 kinda sucks if you try to go back to it after playing Adventure 2.
Oh yeah, no, like I'll admit I barely remember how the Chao Garden stuff worked in Sonic Adventure 1 because whenever I do Chao Garden stuff, that's Adventure 2's
Trust me.
territory.
Trust me, Adventure 2 renders SA1's take on the concept basically obsolete. The gardens are nowhere near as cool. There's much less you can do. It's just like Adventure 2's Chao Garden basically rendered the original obsolete.
The
Basically.
good news is that you could transfer Chao from the first Adventure game to your Adventure 2 garden, a la Pokemon.
Well, if you're talking about the GameCube versions of SA1 and SA2, yes, not with the Dreamcast versions.
Oh yeah, I mean like the GameCube versions, yeah. How much you want to bet that was a Nintendo edition? Cause, you know, Pokemon.
Well,
Possible.
I think it's more so that by the time they made the Adventure DX release, they could, alter the garden to be compatible with SA2 code, so it was easy. Whereas Whereas with when they made SA2, they weren't really thinking of compatibility between both games because it wasn't really much something that was very much like a trend at the time or anything like that.
Alright. Where are you? There you are. Hey, buddy. We're gonna have you, well,
Don't worry, buddy.
we're, taking you to the doctor.
Oh no.
Just
That's the worst place in hell.
To do what?
to figure out what's up with him and what's his attribute. Like, he evolved, but I can't tell if he's good or evil. And to find out their attribute, officially, you take them to the CHAO doctor. Because I guess he can also find out, what state of mind their moral compass is. He's just that good a doctor.
This is the health center. The creepy ass doctor will be examining your child.
He's giving evil scientists.
He is literally chaotic neutral.
He's even.
Also,
He's like, his hair's not that far off from Dr. Wiley.
Also, he specifically likes square fruit. Because you can taste the shape, I guess.
Hey,
Why?
Maybe it's just fun to look at for him.
Well, in that case, I'm sure he wouldn't mind meeting some other kids.
Alright, time to go to school.
Don't murder anyone else here, okay? Just get along. And today's lesson is song. You know, it's funny imagining Sonic Team going to a classroom of Japanese school kids and asking them to sing for the making of the
Like you
latest
said,
Sonic game.
like I said, I think it is actually, proper officialized type of choir used because I can tell you that Patapon also uses them for that. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
I'm still miffed
Meanwhile, in
about
hell.
I'm still miffed about. I'm still questioning the reasoning behind not doing the equivalent for that in Sonic Mania, honestly. Well, remember, Jova, if you go back to the 2016 Sonic event that we commented on back in the day, right? Izuka said on stage, "Okay, I want you guys to yell Sega, and that chant would be the one in Sonic Mania." And that never came into fruition, and their official justification is that there was background noise outside of just the voices. And I'm like, well, yeah, that you recorded in such a condition, of course it would. And why is that a problem necessarily?
God, that has been such a long time ago. I actually
It's
forgot about that.
No, it's more so the justification. I just don't buy it. Okay, so there was some background noise. Okay, cool. I'm okay with that.
I'm
Why
willing to
aren't you?
take a bet that they lost it because of how glitchy that whole show turned out being.
You know what? That sounds incredibly plausible. So,
I mean,
sure.
look. It turned out to be a good show, but holy cow. I will never forget Johnny having to carry that show with all the
I'll
technical
tell you that.
problems they had going on that night.
I'll tell you this much. If I was in the audience in that day and actually was part of that Sega chant that was supposedly going to be in Sonic Mania, I would have been really pissed off because it would have felt like such a,
Alright.
Also,
Oh,
no, I'm sorry.
look at that, a hero Chow and a dark Chow side by side. He seemed a bit gloomy in hell, so we brought him back up here to see if returning to heaven will cheer Lucifer up a bit.
Yes, too.
Well, I guess Jova, when it came to that, what you said about Johnny, probably went better than what happened to Metallica during their disastrous Twitch stream.
Ugh.
For reference, and to give the very short version, Metallica and the discographic company went so asshole about copyright that during an actual live stream that they did on Twitch, the live stream itself, which was the officialized one, got copyright striked by using Metallica's song.
Oh my god.
So the stuff that they were doing live.
Yikes. Alright, so we've done Chow Karate.
So petty.
Now let's have a look at the Chow race.
The
And-
CHAO, we're already seeing the CHAO race right here, right now.
When it comes to CHAO Karate, you can focus mostly.
that kind of race.
When it comes to CHAO Karate, you can focus more on the power and stamina. When it comes to CHAO Racing, focus on swimming, flying, running, and stamina.
Remember, Waves, this is not just a normal race, but a special race to see
See
who's
who's
the
the
fastest.
He is
fastest.
the fastest. Yeah, something tells me that Falkers didn't exactly have full control over those scripts during that time.
No. We know that the scripts were still handled by Sega themselves.
Yeah.
4Kids only did the voice acting.
Also, is there supposed to be a child deity up there?
Yes.
It's creepy.
But what about if it's an ordinary race to see who's the slowest?
I'm not gonna lie, I would love to see how someone would handle that. A race where you have to be slow.
That would be Sonic's
the-
greatest
The
weakness.
torus and the hair is right there.
Yeah, something different than that, but that's been done a billion times.
I think a couple of the child
in-
don't even want to race.
I mean, in Tortoise and the Hare, the hare is actually trying to win by being fast. So that's not what it is. What me and Dez mean is a race where both parties want to win, but by being the last to cross the finish line. Like basically, both racers would just stay there at the beginning, just waiting. Okay, go ahead. Basically, a contest of to see who cracks first.
Yeah, well, actually, I'd impose a rule saying you're not allowed to stand still at any point during the race. You have to move still, but so who can move the slowest.
I think there's a mobile game that ripped this particular minigame off.
Would not surprise me.
I kept seeing an ad of it that does something very similar to this. I think it's called like Pocket Champ or something.
Congratulations.
I do recall there being quite a few Chow Garden knockoffs back in the day because, yeah, no, Chow stuff was incredibly popular thanks to Adventure 2. So the idea with
Remember,
races...
this was the
Go on.
this was the highest selling first-party GameCube game.
Like, I mean, keep in mind, Sonic Adventure 2 was, and still is now, considered a top-notch game. It had a short era where people were starting to debate on, maybe Sonic Adventure 2 is actually terrible, but nah. Ever since the Sonic Renaissance started, people have gone back to pretty much giving Adventure 2 its praises, while also giving it its criticisms, too.
Also, they just recognize that worse things came before and after anyway. So
I guess the reason, I'm betting the reason people were debating whether or not it was bad was because, admittedly, Adventure 2 did see a turning point in the series, for better or for worse. We
I think
definitely...
it's most of that pro Jared thing.
no,
it was
it
No. That
was
was
a general sense of thought.
Yeah, like, the thing was, Adventure 2 did see things start to get darker for the series. It was also the one that did have all those different gameplay styles. Now again, nowadays people seem to be more okay with the different gameplay styles, especially since they have aged relatively well, but it was kind of the game that may have started the sentiment of Sonic and his crappy friends, essentially, which, you know, culminated with 06, sadly. I don't think that this is
Terrible timeline.
I don't think it's Adventure 2's fault. It's just that Adventure 2 started what a lot of people call the dark age of Sonic, in a sense.
It's also a sentiment that seems to be shared in general for platformers. The idea of, if a platformer is now suddenly more focused on combat or having like vehicle section, it's like losing its charm. Something that I don't really see, what the reasoning of that is.
I think another issue also was people were going, Sonic can't be too serious because, yes, the adventure games really did ramp up how serious Sonic could be, but I'd argue it did it in a good way. And again, it seems that with Frontiers, people are finally okay again with a Sonic story being relatively dark, so long as it does still have its high points. Alright, let's send in our pure hero, Chow. Let me explain the mechanics of a Chow race, essentially. You have a lot more to do with how the race goes in here than you did with Chow Karate. In Chow Race, essentially, your Chow is racing. It will rely on its speed stat, however, The more stamina your Chow has, the bigger its stamina bar can be. You can then press A to have boosts of speed, which can help it push ahead. However, don't overtire your Chow, otherwise that's an easy way to lose the race. Yes, even at the last minute, because some of these Chows are absolute speed demons. Oh yes, and for those wondering, this is where the Chow theme for Sonic Team Sonic Racing came from.
Yep.
Heavily remixed, but nonetheless, here it is in its original cutesy bout.
Well, they share the same sound array.
Now, based off of which race you're doing, you'll want to have certain stats maxed, since some races do involve climbing, swimming, running, or absolutely flying.
And so, the Angel wins, followed by 2 of Chow.
And for completing the cup, we get a Chow toy.
How is it fair? Because everyone else looks mortal, and then you have Jesus at the top there.
I know, right?
Cheating.
You can literally bring Jesus or Satan. It's totally fair.
Also, too, when it comes to that whole, vehicle, gun, whatever thing that you're saying, I know where it comes from. It's from the Nintendo mindset. Because remember, even when Super Mario Sunshine had a flood, a lot of Mario fans, this is terrible. Go back to Mario 64, where it's just Mario and no fucking jetpack on his back and some shit. It's the Nintendo mindset, basically. Too. That platformers are meant to be like Mario and super simple and nothing else.
At least Splatoon fans will happily adopt Flood.
Yeah, I'm glad that Nintendo themselves weren't chained to that mentality, since, heck, nowadays, by the time of Switch, you see them, ironically, being the company that censors stuff the least, so they let some pretty risque stuff go. But I still do love the irony, and yes, like I mentioned, here's climbing, I still do love the irony that Sonic was the one who first got to the plot of the evil Shadow Doppelganger and being jailed for it, since Sonic Adventure 2 did come out before Super Mario Sunshine.
Like I said, I do wonder if they wanted to homage, at least partially, the original plot of the Streets of Rage 3, because that's kind of something what happens, Mr. X develops a Robo Axel, clone, and frames him for it.
It's a possibility.
Also, Ref, can we get a check for the person who came in third? Because we saw them a bit at the start too, and I'm pretty sure it's the same one, but they looked high.
Oh well.
God.
We need to check them for performance enhancers.
Performance enhancing Chow. What is the world coming to? Chaos, direct your children better.
Lance Chow strong.
But we are still not done yet. Tune in for the next part where some more surprises are abound, dear viewers.
Yeah.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.